Guys, welcome back to Baker Barbecue. We are doing just a short video today. I think we did our long video yesterday, but when I was at the store picking up the stuff to make our fajitas, I came across some really yummy looking boneless spare ribs. They were sections, basically looked like the meat was all just cut out of the bones, and they were in strips. I don't know, maybe about that long or so, and I'm putting them on the UDS today. So I wanted to bring you guys along on this little cook just because it looked really good to me. So stay tuned. I've got some charcoal lighting up in my chimney right now, and I've got my UDS pretty much set up ready for that. So once I get everything heated up and hooked up, we will bring you along. I'll show you the meat, show you what that looks like. I've already got it seasoned up. It looks pretty good. I think it should be yummy. I think without the bones in there, hopefully it should cut down on my cooking time. I'm thinking maybe like 3 hours on the smoker at 250. We're going to throw some baked potatoes just right on the smoker too. Just raw potatoes and smoke them too. Should be good. We'll see. We're trying something new again today. So stay tuned, guys. We'll have fun. Alright guys, here we are. Look at that. Look at those guys. Can you even see that through all that smoke? Those ribs look good. We got, we're running right about 225. So that should be pretty good. We're going to put our lid back on there, let that heat up, throw some potatoes on there in just a second. So stay tuned. This is going to be yummy. Alright guys, hey, here we are. It has been almost an hour. And we're just monitoring our ThermPro. We got the remote unit right there. We can keep track of our temperature inside our grill, because I don't have the probe in the meat. Just want to keep track of the temperature inside the actual UDS. And if you ever wonder, what you do when you're sitting around waiting for your food to cook, well, you sit down and you watch YouTube videos. I'm catching up on some stuff right now. Probably some of you guys can see. I'm catching up on Russ Jones, smoky ribs, and his seafood boil. So that's what you do. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I do. So I'm going to get back to the video, and probably in just a couple minutes, we're going to, based on how our temperature goes, stays pretty steady. But just a couple minutes, we should be checking on stuff. So I'll show you that. We'll be back, guys. Alright, guys. Look at that. Can you see that? That's looking pretty good. It's been right about an hour and a half now, actually. So we want to check on these guys. Can you see that? See how good that looks? That's I'm pretty impressed. I like these. I think they're kind of cooking up similar to like how country ribs would do, but I think they're definitely going to be a little bit different than that. But we want to give a little flip on everything. Get some even cooking going. Potatoes are still pretty hard, but we've got a ways to go anyway. It's like I said, it's only been just under an hour and a half, so we're gonna. Maybe one of the things I am going to do now, just because, let's just move them around, just so we say we moved them around. That way, if they don't come out, we're going to say, hey, we tried, right? We did the best we could. So, looking good. Our temperature's maintained. It's right about a good 240. So we're going to close this down, let them cook for about another hour, and we'll be back then. Hopefully by then everything's going to be, the potatoes are going to be softening up, and these guys are going to be tenderizing. They still feel pretty hard. But hopefully we'll be ready for some sauce in about an hour. Let them cook and get that caramelized up good. It's looking good so far, guys. Stay tuned. Guys, it's looking good. Look at that. It's looking real good. I'll show you a better view in just a second, but our pork is tendering up nicely. Our potatoes are starting to get soft. I really think it's probably going to be maybe another half an hour, if that. Maybe probably closer to 20 minutes, and we'll be adding some sauce to those things. And those potatoes should be just about done, and pull them off. things are looking pretty good. Let me show you. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the way the potatoes are softening up. You can see that the way that skin is wrinkling up a little bit on the top side. So, well, now it's the top side. I just flipped them over. That was the bottom side. But those ribs, oh, that is just amazing looking. Look at the way this one already pulled apart. You can see, I mean, that's, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, guys. It smells amazing. So, about 20 minutes, I'll be back, and we're going to start putting some sauce on this stuff. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, here we are. We are just about to the point where it's time to put some sauce on these guys. Check our potatoes, make sure they're done. Before we do that, you know, you guys saw me earlier, you know, that time when it's downtime and you're just chilling out, waiting for your food to get cooked. You guys saw me watching that video. Russ Jones at Smoky Ribs and Southern Cuisine. Want to give a big shout out to that guy. So, if you haven't seen him, go check him out. He's a awesome guy, awesome YouTube cook. He's one of the guys that inspired me to start doing this. He's got a lot of subscribers. He's a big channel, you know, well, big compared to mine, and still kind of keeps it down to earth. I like him a lot, so go check him out. Yeah, shout out done. Let's check on these ribs and these taters.
Oh
yeah. Ooh. Let's check on that. They're looking okay, but they're not quite done. That one's still a little harder than the others. We're gonna let them go for a few minutes while we sauce up our ribs. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab our ticket tongs, and we're just gonna flip them over, because we want to sauce the side that's been directly on the heat right now. And then we'll let that caramelize up a little bit, and then we'll come back and flip the rest. And then sauce the other side.
Excuse me.
Ooh. Bless you, camera girl.
It's the smoke.
It is a smoke. See, I told you it gets you. It's one of the dangers of cooking on that UDS. I can't stress that enough. You know, the UDS does a ridiculously amazing good job on smoking things. I've been super impressed by this thing since I got it. But the way it's designed and that smoke, I mean, it's a barrel, so the smoke just goes straight up. And if you're leaning over it even a little bit, it's going right into your eyeballs.
Or your
chest. It doesn't feel good. Eyeballs or chest, yeah. So, what we're going to start with today, our first layer of sauce. We're just taking some sauce out of the fridge that we've had left over. This is Stubbs Sticky Sweet Sauce. So we're going to start with that. We've got a nice bowl full left over. And then if we do need another one, we've got some Rib Rack Campfire Cider if we need to change it up to a different kind. So kind of, as far as the sauce goes, we're getting rid of some must-goes tonight. Because once I...
Before you start opening more.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Once I have about 3 jars of barbecue sauce open in the refrigerator, camera girl likes me to get rid of those before I open another one. So, you know, it makes sense. I get it. So that's what we're doing. We're going to let that caramelize up a little bit, guys, and we'll be back in probably another, I don't know, about 15 to 20 minutes, check on everything again. So don't go anywhere. This is only getting better by the minute. We'll be back. Oh, man. Guys, look at that. Look at those. I mean, they say they're ribs, and they're just little sections of pork rib that got cut off the bone. And I cooked them the same way I would ribs, just not quite as long, and that is crazy good. Look at that little tail. Look at that. That is Good stuff. Yep, I just ate that. That is tender and delicious. Got a couple smoked potatoes. Guys, this is going to be good. We're going to chop this up, let it rest for, well, we're going to let it rest for a few minutes. Then we're going to chop it up, make some plates, and we'll show you what it looks like once we get it on our plates and we're about ready to eat. And then we're going to say goodnight. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss the end. Good stuff. See you soon. Well, here we are again, guys, and this is actually looking really good. We've had a little taste. I've got my old hickory slicing knife. We're going to slice right through that, right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. I'm pretty impressed by that. We're going to just take a little chunk. Because that's, I mean, that's almost to the point that it's kind of like a burnt end, but definitely different. I don't know how to explain that. You just have to eat it. No.
Tell us how you really feel.
I don't want to leave you out on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to slice this potato real quick. Because this is the first time I've ever cooked a potato, a whole potato, on the smoker like that. And I'm very curious on how this is going to taste. Here we go, guys. Wow. Tell you, you get the texture of like a baked potato, but you get a little bit of smokiness. It's definitely not an overwhelming smoky flavor. It's a very good light smoke flavor. I'm impressed by that because the smokiness that the ribs take on, I always like to kind of counterbalance that with something that's not so smoky flavored. And cooking the potatoes the way I did on the smoker, I was a little worried that it might be too much smokiness, but I'm not now. That potato is amazing and it's good, and it's the perfect balance, I think, to cooking the meat and the ribs the way I did. We're gonna eat, guys. We're gonna eat. Thanks for being with me. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment on anything you have questions or, you know, just general comments about. If you like it, you don't like it, let me know. But subscribe. Please subscribe if you like what we're doing. We're Baker Barbecue, and I'm going to enjoy my meal tonight. See you next time.